Jimmy.
Now, what's worth doing is worth doing for money.
Straight from y'all street to Wall Street.
Anybody tells you money's the root of all evil, doesn't make up half.
Dudes wake up, hope their girl turned on so they can get a little bit. Only woman in the morning I wanna turn on this Becky quick. While the average man looking at this sad like she fine as it. I'm over here looking at tails and whips like 5'6". I left the mayhem for the market. Now I don't want a dope spot, I want a stock pick. I know that booty got dry, triggered my stop losses, but I ain't got time for your wop. My V-Wops crossing. Rich with hot V's and pushing hot strategy and plans to make grand. Still in my wife beater, Batman pajamas, outside, and about 5 hot picks for the day. Cause I like the way the Dow bounce. 4 hot dips on call, so I got options. 2 with a lot of volume, 1 with a double bottle. Now I know dumb money don't understand. Am I talking about my trade or just thinking with my MACD? You see, we different in the way we move. You move with kittens and your dog, I move with bears and bulls. I got a green thumb, grow with the marijuana. Waking up with the fun, open up some commas. Jump out of bed, big profits. Eat my bacon and eggs, big profits. Light up, watching them candles, profits. While I'm still in my sand, making profits. They used to watch me move them packs and stop. Now I watch moves in the NASDAQ. Profits. Used to run from the ATF and them cops. Now I run down ETFs, making profits. I jump out of bed, make profits. Eat my bacon and eggs, make profits. Light up, watching them candles, profits. While I'm still in my sand, making profits. See, me and Jim Cramer been talking mad money. Said today I'm taking a risk. They got the feds coming, but I got support here with me. I call a short squeeze. You get the drop, pull the trigger, and abort these. If she stay on my watch list, I might have to wife her. But I know better. I'm a true trading group lifer. Call up the Wolf of Weed Street. It's time to flip some profits. Go ahead, be hawking. Get your spot here. I'll double top that in the head and shoulders. Hit him up with this resistance. Watch him roll over. Cause I see John Wicks in contract. If I say I make $1 million a day, well, that's a large cap. You moving average, that's why you get crossed. Get split, get delisted, and knocked off. And I'm setting the whole block off. I'm buying GameStop and selling them roadblocks off. Jump out of bed, make profits. Eat my bacon and eggs, make profits. Light up, watching them candles, profits. While I'm still in my sand, making profits. They used to watch me move them packs and stop. Now I watch moves in the NASDAQ. Profits. Used to run from the ATF and them cops. Now I run down ETFs. Hey, my family. Hey, go, what we doing, my man? Hey, make profits. Hey, Shug, Mike, what we doing? Hey, make profits. Yo, Wolf, Professor, what we doing? Hey, make profits.
That TTG money gang,
making profits.
We some snipers.
Hey yo, what's up everybody? What's going on, folks? Welcome all to the True Trading Group YouTube channel. My name is Michael Edward Parinati and I go by Michael Edward. I'm the co-founder and head trader at TTG. And along with my team of 9 other professional full-time trading mods and over 30-person staff, we have helped thousands of members from all over the world to reach their goals. We are also the reigning 2024 Benzinga FinTech Chairman's Award winner for Best AI Analysis Tool. But it's not just about awards here. It's not just about awards. We are the fastest growing and highest rated premium online educational platform that combines university level trading and investing courses with premium stock market tools, live workshops, individual mentorship, and coaching for stocks, options, crypto, and futures. We day trade, we swing trade. We also cover long-term investing. There's literally something for everybody here at True Trading Group. I don't know. Were you about to pull the picture up, Joe? Is that what that was? If you still do have the image, Joe. Yes, he does. We've got the image. Pull that up right now, Joe. Show him that Benzinga FinTech Award. We actually just won this award on Tuesday evening. There it is. Benzinga FinTech Award, Chairman's Award recipient, True Trading Group for Best AI Analysis Tool. You have us on stage, Joe? You have us on stage? There's the award. That's the award itself. And then just give me 1 second, guys, and we'll pull up my business partner and I on stage receiving the award. There it is. Who's that guy? Who's the guy? You guys have probably never seen me without a hat on before. Look at that. I do have a full head of hair. I have a full head of hair. You might think I'm bald underneath this Yankee hat. Nope, I've just been a baseball player my entire life, and baseball players are used to wearing hats. We also were invited onto the NASDAQ. This is all on Tuesday. We had a very busy day on Tuesday for True Trading Group. We solidified our partnership with the NASDAQ. They invited us to come see the closing bell. They also put us up there on the big NASDAQ screen there in Times Square. So it's really nice, guys. Just, True Trading Group getting a lot of recognition from industry leaders like the NASDAQ, and getting recognition from industry leaders like Benzinga, and receiving that AI award, and getting invited down to the NASDAQ was really special. It was a really special day for us as a company and as a group and as a platform. And it just goes to show you guys that what we are doing here is revolutionizing retail trading. And, we are continuing to build something that just simply does not exist out there, but is in such incredible high demand. A lot of people are looking for ways to be successful. A lot of retail traders are looking for ways to make money in the markets while they're back working their full-time jobs. And that is exactly what our platform allows for. 82% of our members have a full-time job. The rest are full-time traders or are retired. But 82% of our members have full-time jobs. We have over 10,000 members in over 100 different countries. Truly a global community here at True Trading Group. And to get that recognition over the last couple of days was really something else, and was really something special. And it's it's a big day for obviously myself and Adam, my business partner, but the entire team at TTG, and of course all the members of True Trading Group. Yes, Joseph, TTG making an impact. Yes, knick-knack. Yes. Yeah, guys. So it was big, right? Was big for us. Okay, but now, never mind all that. If you're new to the channel, you might be wondering why you should listen to anything it is that I discuss on here. It's not just because, we've got a partnership with the NASDAQ. It's not just because we received the Benzinga FinTech Award. The reason why you guys should pay attention to the stuff that we talk about on this channel is because I didn't figure this stuff out on my own. I was trained by professionals on Wall Street. My first job out of college was working at T3 Alpha Fund in New York City. While there, they had me go through a training program before they let me touch $1 of the firm's money. And then 2008 happened. That was the Great Recession, the big stock market crash, but it's also the same year that I received one of the firm's Trader of the Year awards. Then you fast forward now, and I'm the co-founder and head trader of True Trading Group. And like I said to you before, along with my team of actually it's 8 other professional full-time trading mods and over 30-person staff, we've helped thousands of members from all over the world to reach their goals. So if you guys are new to the channel, make sure you smash that like button, subscribe, and of course, turn on your notifications. Make sure you guys never miss out on any of these live streams because we're dropping golden nuggets on a regular basis. First and foremost, MicroStrategy today. This thing got absolutely gutted. And I didn't take advantage of it. I'm so pissed. I'm so pissed. Yes, no. Many of you probably were going to think that I was going to come on here and I was going to tell you that I made ridiculous amounts of money today on MicroStrategy, but I did not get myself into the trade today. Was doing some other things today, and I did not get in on this trade. And the reason why I'm saying that, a lot of people are probably saying, well, Mike's probably going to come on and talk about MicroStrategy, is literally because yesterday on the live stream, I drew a candle for you on the daily chart of MicroStrategy. And I said to you on last night's live stream, I don't have a video clip for you or anything like that, but you guys, it's right on the YouTube channel. It's the live stream from yesterday. At the same time, I went live on this channel and I was going over MicroStrategy, and I said to people, I was like, guys, listen, the stock is getting extended. I go, pretty soon you're going to get like $100 drop candle on MicroStrategy. And I said, I didn't say like, oh, it's going to happen today. It's like I called. It's not like I called today. I was like, it could happen tomorrow, could happen next week. I'm like, when's it going to happen? I don't know. I said it, and I was like, I drew that big candle out for you on the daily chart, and then there it is. There's this massive wipeout candle, and it happened today. We talked about it yesterday. I drew the candle for you guys on the chart. That's why I'm saying that. A lot of people are probably like, oh man, I can't wait to hear Mike about this MSTR trade. I'm so pissed that I did not actually short this thing today, because we were all over the anticipation and kind of expecting this big flush out candle. And listen, it's great to have to kind of have the analysis, but if you don't take the trade, you really can't boast about it, right? You really can't. It's not good enough to just talk about it. You've got to actually be about it. You got to be in it. You got to make money from it. And unfortunately, I did not trade MicroStrategy today. But that decoupling from MicroStrategy and Bitcoin, it's very it's breaking down. And that's what happened today. And it was breaking down honestly for the last couple of days as MicroStrategy continued to run to the upside, right? You should continue to run to the upside. And even though Bitcoin was consolidating for a couple of days in the mid 90s, MicroStrategy kept going. And basically what has happened is that the valuation of MicroStrategy has just now far exceeded the value of their software business coupled with the value of their Bitcoin position. And it just got overheated. Yesterday, you had Kerrisdale Capital. They came out and announced that they are short MicroStrategy. And then today, Citron Research comes out and announces they are also short MicroStrategy. So two hedge funds coming out with some short calls and some short positions being announced in MicroStrategy in back-to-back days. Now, they're coupling that with a long in Bitcoin. And I think that's a really great trade. Like, if you really think about it, as long as you allocate the capital correctly and you position size yourself correctly, obviously you'll have a bigger long on Bitcoin than you would. You'd have more capital allocated to the Bitcoin long than you would allocate to the MicroStrategy short. But that's a really nice position, and that's a really good way to kind of play a real overheat in MicroStrategy. Now, I still do think MicroStrategy has more room to the downside, but this thing is gonna bounce back. You know, you had this big wipeout candle today, took you right into a key support level right there. So there's that previous support level. You can see this used to be an area of resistance. You broke through it, extended, now you dropped right back out down into it. And also the 9 EMA, that teal blue line you see on my screen, that's a 9 EMA. That's a short-term momentum indicator. You drop right into it and it became support. I wouldn't be surprised. I think you're going to get a little bit of a bounce back on MicroStrategy, something like this, as Bitcoin maybe goes back to test that 100K. Then you might get something that looks like this on MicroStrategy at this big wipeout candle. And then I think it's like at that point, though, I think I'm going to probably, if I get a bounce like this back on MicroStrategy, I'm probably going to try that thing for the short. I missed it today, but I do think there's a lot more meat on this bone, because what I actually am expecting from Bitcoin, I think Bitcoin, if you guys have been following my YouTube channel for the last couple of months, in the middle of September, we made a call here on the YouTube channel that we were bullish on crypto. We were bullish on specifically Bitcoin and MicroStrategy. The first entry of our trade actually was $147 on September 23rd was when we initially entered the MicroStrategy trade. And that was all the way back here. And listen, you guys go back, it's on the YouTube channel, but this is right here is where we bought MicroStrategy for the first time. And we just kept rinsing and repeating. We kind of kept cycling in and out of this thing, like taking profit, loading back in, again, then extending, taking profit. Like, we were in and out of this trade 3 times while MicroStrategy ended up making this big rally in the month of October. I was not long MicroStrategy for this recent move. Instead, we were long Coinbase for that recent move, and we were able to capitalize on this rally there on Coinbase. I'm now completely out of my Coinbase position. We exited that position today. That was a swing trade that we entered a couple of days ago. So I got final profits off on Coinbase, and full disclosure, I have final profits off on VST. VST was another swing trade that we entered a few days ago, and we got a new all-time high on VST today, and I did take final profits off on that position also. So I have no open swings at this moment. As of yesterday, I had open swings on VST, and I had open swings on Coinbase. I've exited both of those positions. Really great trades. But as we go back, I'm kind of getting off topic a little bit. I want to go back to Bitcoin, and what I'm thinking about with regards to Bitcoin is, we kind of said that following the election, and we said specifically if Donald Trump wins the election, that I believe that was going to be a massive catalyst for Bitcoin. And shortly enough, on election night, Bitcoin exploded, and it's been ripping ever since. And I think you also have Gary Gensler, who's stepping down, who's been kind of anti-crypto or very tight on crypto. And the thought here is that Trump is going to bring in an SEC chair that's going to be crypto friendly and pro crypto, and that it's going to be a really good thing for crypto and for Bitcoin. I think that the momentum is going to pull Bitcoin to 100K and probably get above it. So I think that the 100K is going to act as a magnet. I mean, Bitcoin went to 99,000 today, so you're pretty much there. but I think that the 100,000 mark is going to act as a magnet. It's a huge triple digit number. I mean, triple digit number. It's that 6-digit number. It's a psychological threshold. It's a milestone for Bitcoin. And like, there's people that are organizing $100,000 parties. Like, you know, when it crosses at the 100,000, like people are like organizing parties around that. Like, you heard Michael Saylor saying he's actually organizing a 100K party at his house. I just think stuff like that. I think the momentum is going to take you to 100K. You might overshoot it by a couple thousand, and then I think Bitcoin pulls back. And when that pullback happens, what I anticipate to have happen here with MicroStrategy is, as Bitcoin crosses over 100K, I don't think MicroStrategy is going to get back to that all-time high that was put in today at 550. So essentially what's going to happen here is, as Bitcoin pushes, I'm expecting MicroStrategy to lag behind, and then MicroStrategy maybe pushes back into the mid 400s, and then Bitcoin pulls back away from 100K, and that's when MicroStrategy really rolls over. And when I say rolls over, I mean like it rolls over, you know, for like 1 or 2 weeks, where the stock really starts to pull itself back. And eventually I think MicroStrategy goes back to fill the gap at 280. So my target on MicroStrategy eventually is actually going to be right back here, this gap right there. That's the target that I'm aiming for with regards to MicroStrategy. Now, you might encounter some support prior to that, because this previous all-time high is 330, like the 330s. That was put in place all the way back there in the year 2000 with the dot-com bubble. Remember, this is a software company. So you might have some support down there once you get to like the 330s, which is going to be in this range. But I do think you, Pearson, I think you're going to get back down here and fill this gap. So I still think there's a lot more meat left on this bone. I think you might see a bounce back in MicroStrategy tomorrow, and maybe even, you know, on Monday, as Bitcoin, I think, crosses the 100K mark this weekend. All right. So I think that might happen this weekend. I mean, you're only $2,000 away from it, right? We got to 99. It's not like, that's not that far of a stretch to just think that Bitcoin's going to go up, you know, $1,000 or $2,000 over the weekend. But I want to see that momentum take us through 100K, and then it stalls, pulls back. You get a lower high on MicroStrategy. And that's when I think I'm going to try to go ahead and take that trade, put in a lower high, and then take that trade for the short. And then here's your key level that needs to break. I'll just draw it out for you guys. It's today's low and that previous pivot top. That's the support level that once it breaks, that's it. Okay. So when it breaks, that's when you're going to get, I think, like, you know, I know today was a huge flush candle, but I think you'll get another candle that looks like that when that level breaks. Okay. It's like down there, you know, around 380. Okay. It's 380. That's the mid 370s, you know, that whole zone is really the area that I'm going to look for. Okay, so that's how we're going to play. We've been all over these stocks, guys. I mean, congratulations to all of our members. I know guys have made a lot of money with this, whether it was Coinbase, whether it was Mara. We had a couple of members. I didn't trade HUD-8, but we had a couple of members trade HUD-8. You know, for me, I traded MicroStrategy and Coinbase, and obviously I still have Bitcoin. I haven't sold my Bitcoin yet. I still have that. But those are my thoughts with regards to crypto. All right. So even though I didn't actually get the short on MicroStrategy today, I missed this move today, unfortunately. I still do think there's a lot of meat left on this bone, and I do anticipate myself being in this. Maybe, you know, a week or two from now, we're probably going to be back on this YouTube channel talking about a monster trade to the downside on MicroStrategy. But I think you're going to bounce first. All right. So I think you're going to bounce tomorrow and maybe into Monday, as I still think Bitcoin gets over 100K. Okay. So that is that. That's that with regards to MicroStrategy. I want to give you guys kind of an update on that. And it does, trust me, it does pain me to say that I did not make money from this candle today, because it's literally the candle I drew yesterday. But it is what it is. You're not going to catch them all. All right, not going to catch them all. I'm happy. I'm happy today. We closed out of the VST swing trade. It's a beautiful move. And we also closed out of the Coinbase swing trade, also another beautiful move. So can't catch them all. As long as we're making money, that's all that matters, right? As long as we're making money, that's all that matters. That's the goal. That's what we're all doing here. We're not here just to make friends. We're not here just to chat about stocks. We're here to actually make money. That's exactly what members of True Trading Group are doing. And it's not just because I say that to be true. It's because that's what members actually tell us. And that's what members will tell you if you ask them. Since you can't ask them, you don't have a voice on the channel, you can type in chat, but I'll do you a favor. Anyone that's not a member, watch this real close. Members of True Trading Group, if you are making money, you are becoming better traders because of TTG. Do me a favor, type the number 1 in chat right now. If you are not a member, I suggest you just pay very close attention to the amount of people that are about to type the number 1 on that side of the screen, because these are all of your friends, your family members, your coworkers. These are members of True Trading Group. And if they can do this, then so can you. There is absolutely nothing that is stopping you from reaching your goals. If they can do it, so can you. They're not luckier than you. They certainly don't have more time than you. If you missed it before, I said 82% of our members have a full-time job. Download the mobile app. If you're not in front of your computer, you get real-time push notifications when myself or one of the other 8 professional traders enters or exits a position. And then you can choose to follow that trade if you would like. So you're sitting at your desk at work, you get a notification, it goes up. They just bought call options on NVIDIA. You can log in on your Webull, your E-Trade, your Robinhood, whatever it is, right? Log in, buy some call options on NVIDIA. So the stop loss, put your phone down. 3 hours later, you get another notification, right? You get another notification that says, oh, they just took profit. You log in, you take profit, you put your phone back down. Bruh, says RLP, the real chosen one. So RLP, he's the real chosen one. Everybody else is a fake chosen one. This is the real chosen one. It says, bruh, you can literally tell anyone to type 1 and they will. These people ain't my friends and family. They can easily be bots. So everyone, since RLP, the real chosen one, thinks that they are the chosen one, and they think that all of you are bots, I'd like you all to type RLP. So type RLP if you are not a bot. So Mr. Real Chosen One, you should watch how many people are about to type RLP, which may look like RIP if they don't use all caps, and that's probably what you might end up doing after you insert your foot in your mouth after that comment, as you see all of the people that are typing in chat right now, that they are indeed real people, and they certainly are not your friend. But when you join True Trading Group, you're joining a family of over 10,000 people from over 100 different countries that actually are friends, that actually do form relationships, that actually do care about each other's success. So there you go. So there it is. So there's all the bots. There's all of my bots. I love them. Listen, RLP, Real Chosen One. I love when people like you do that kind of stuff, because I get it, man. I honestly, I really do, bro. I get it. I totally get it. I'm not faulting you. There's so many BS artists out there on YouTube. I really don't fault you. I've never seen you on this live stream before. I don't know if this is your first time or not, but I honestly, I don't blame you for the skepticism, dude. I really don't. You know, I'm a regular guy just like you. You know, I've seen all the nonsense. I've seen all the BS, and everybody here has seen all the BS. It's the reason why True Trading Group has gone from, 20 members in a chat room to over 10,000 people all over the world over the last 5 years. It's because we actually are as real and transparent and as honest as you're ever going to get. The moderators and I upload all of our trading activity from our brokerage accounts directly onto the website for everybody to see. You see every execution we make, every entry, every take profit, every stop loss, every green trade, red trade, break even trade. You see all of it. We're fully transparent. I'm going to sit here. I'll talk to you when I have big green days. I'll also sit here and talk to you when I have red days. I'm not perfect. I have red trades. I'm not right all the time. I'm right a hell of a lot more than I'm wrong, but I am wrong sometimes. Being a good trader is just as much about controlling your losses than it is maximizing your gains. And that's just the truth. people don't want to talk about that kind of stuff. And I'm a big stickler for risk management, because if you ever want to be consistently profitable at this, you've got to understand risk management. You can't just YOLO, swing for the fences every trade, because that's how you end up losing more money when you're wrong than you ever make when you're right. And that's not a way for you to be consistently profitable. You got to make more when you're right than you lose when you're wrong. And the easiest way to do that, it's not to make more when you're right. The easiest way to do that is just lose less when you're wrong. And that's something that we go over a lot with inside of True Trading Group. So I get it. I do. I get it. So, we're having some fun, but hopefully you're now seeing that all these people that are on this live stream right now are not bots, my brother. They're not bots. They're real people just like you. Okay. So, and there is the AI award. So I see Joe's pulling up the ad. Joe really wants people to see this AI award. So yeah, so Real Chosen One. I don't even know if you're still on the live stream. I feel like maybe he bailed after I just did that. I hope not. I hope he's still here. If you are still here, let me know, so I'm not just talking to myself. But what you're seeing right now on the screen is the Benzinga FinTech Award, the Chairman's Award, which we just, oh no, he's there. There he is. What's up? All right, cool. You're still here. Perfect. So what you're seeing right now on the screen is on Tuesday, they had the Benzinga FinTech Award show in New York City. And we received the Chairman's Award for Best AI Analysis Tool. And what you're seeing right there is my business partner and I on stage accepting the award for Best AI Analysis Tool. So you're not, you're talking about a company in True Trading Group that is partnered with the NASDAQ, that is partnered with Benzinga, that is partnered with the CBOE, that works closely with OpenAI, with our AI tool. And none of these companies would work with us if we were some fly-by-night piece of crap, scam artist type of BS, right? This is a real company with over 10,000 members in 117 different countries with over 30 employees. And we're working to knock down the barriers that hold back retail traders who are doing a damn good job of it. Okay. So that's why we're getting this type of recognition from industry insiders. And again, it's not because I'm the world's greatest trader. I'm a damn good trader. I'm not the world's greatest. And I've never claimed to be. But that's what makes True Trading Group great. Oh, Crypto Ronin says how to join. Here, I'll tell you right now. I'll tell you right now, Crypto Ronin, anybody else, and honestly, RLP, I do hope you join. I really do. You're probably not going to, but I do hope you join. Because, dude, I feel like I'm gonna end up liking you. I feel like he goes in AI. He goes comments. He goes in AI award, bro. I'm more skeptical now. You are a master at creating these bots. He goes, no, now I'm just joking for real. I'll continue watching. You have my eyes and ears. I appreciate that. I appreciate that. Now, I appreciate the honesty and the candor as we're having a fun conversation here. Way to go, Micaiah. Micaiah Fire made 100% on the SMCI trade today in your small account. Great job. Guys, don't forget, we have the small account boot camp this weekend. So anyone that has less than 25K in your account, we've got a small account boot camp specifically for trading styles and strategies for people with small accounts. Even if you have just a couple $100 in your account, we've got that boot camp this weekend, Saturday and Sunday. That's going to be hosted by Diane. And also Jason Simmons is going to be helping out there as well for those of you that are going to be attending that boot camp. But anyway, let me talk. Crypto Ronin wants to know how to join. So let me tell you guys real quick how to join. And then I think what we'll do is I'll give you guys my outlook for tomorrow. I'll give you my outlook on the markets for tomorrow. We'll talk about the S&P. Today was a big technical day for the markets. We'll talk about where I think the markets go from there. And then I'll recap for you what I'm going to be doing with MicroStrategy specifically. And my thoughts on Bitcoin. So if you guys are just joining us, I'll recap kind of what I'm doing with that. We've been very bullish on Bitcoin since September. We're almost at the target. The target we gave in September was 100K. We got to 99,000 today. I sold out of my Coinbase position today, locked in final profit, and we'll talk about we'll talk about what we're looking for. Also, RLP, check your email because Adam sent you something. I don't know how Adam has your email address. I guess maybe you used to be a trial member, maybe. I'm not sure. But check your email. RLP. Check your email, dude. Adam sent you something. So maybe Adam knows who you are. I don't know. I don't know what's going on. But Adam told me to tell you, check your email. Adam said he sent you something. All right. But Crypto Ron and anybody else that's looking to join the TTG platform, go to ttgoffer.com. Okay. Team Meister says, Mike, your candle on MSTR was a godsend. I didn't get out until 475, but it went down a lot more, as we know. Great job. Yeah, you took your profits off. Great job, man. You took your profits off. Great job. I'm glad that I was able to kind of give you that analysis to get you out of that position to finally take your profits. As that was a really great profit take today, and also a really great short opportunity for people that got into that trade today as well. I know that you were long and we were long Bitcoin and crypto and everything else and Coinbase and MicroStrategy. So you got to get out of the long, and some people jumped on the short today. It was an unreal trading day. But guys, go to ttgoffer.com. Again, that's ttgoffer.com. Everything on that page that you see is included in your membership. There's no upsell or hidden cost or additional fee for anything on that page. The cost of membership, guys, for the holiday sale that we're running right now is $747 for the entire year. You get a full year for just $747. Everything on that page is included. It is all of our courses, which is a simplified and expanded upon version of the training that I went through when I worked at the fund in New York. You're going to get also access to Benzinga Pro's real-time news feed. You're going to get congressional trading data to track trades by Congress, Trading Views premium charting software, the Trade Ideas scanner, unusual options activity, dark pool data, options flow, about 1,000 hours of workshops covering different topics inside of our video library. All of this is included for the $747. You don't have to pay $1 extra for any of those items. What I will also tell you is that I know I talk a big game on this YouTube channel. I understand that, but I back it up with our own money. I want to prove to you how much that we believe in our platform and its ability to help you reach your goals. And to do so, we offer you a double your money back guarantee. It's right there on the checkout page. It's real. Go read it. If you doubt it, go read it. It's right there. It's on ttgoffer.com in black and white. Just go read it. The way it works is you pay $747 to join today. I ask you to do the following. Go through our courses, pass our quizzes, and attend one study group. If you guys can do those three things, and you have the whole year to do it. So take your time. Go at your own pace. There's no rush, right? Don't put all this extra stress on yourself. This money back guarantee is not good for 30 days. It's good for the whole year. Do those things. And if you can't make enough winning trades to equal $747 at least one time during that membership, we'll give you back double. So we're not going to give you just back $747. We're going to give you back $1,494. So that's double what you're paying to join. That's how confident we are in our platform's ability to help you reach your goals. That we give a double your money back guarantee based on your P&L, not mine. Okay. So, oh, and I see. Oh, nice. Wow, that's pretty funny. That's really funny. So I guys was reading some of the other comments. We're having some fun. RLP is a good sport, man. RLP is a good sport. I appreciate you sticking around and hanging out with us. Make sure you click that subscribe button, man. Make sure that you hang out here. I do these lives almost every day. All right. So again, guys, go to ttgoffer.com. All right.
RLP, I'm the one that sent you the email.
So that's Adam. That's my business partner, the co-founder of TTG. So he's the one that just sent RLP the email.
we're just I promise not to spam you. That's not how we are. All right, that's all.
Yeah. No, that's pretty funny. But yeah, guys. So like I said, $747 for the whole year. You got the double your money back guarantee. If you guys have any questions, okay, text us. I'm being dead serious. Just text us. We're fully transparent. We're an open book. 1-888-621-2127. 1-888-621-2127. Kai and Jess says, I will be signing up as a member in the next couple of weeks. Definitely got another member here in time. Okay, Kai and Jess, let me just be very clear with you. Kai, if you are interested in joining and you're saying, oh, I'll do it in the next couple of weeks, send us a text message right now, because the way that our holiday sale works, the price of the membership is going to be a lot more expensive in a couple of weeks than it is today. So we don't run Black Friday sales or Christmas sales or New Year sales. What we do is we run a holiday sale where at the start of going into Thanksgiving, we drop the price of our membership down. And then every day, okay, it just kind of moves itself higher. right? It just moves itself higher each day. So if you want to join 3 weeks from now, that's fine, but you're not going to pay $747. I just want you to know that. I just want to be fully transparent. Don't want you to go to join 3 weeks from now and the price is a lot higher and you feel like I pulled a fast one on you. So if you're interested in joining Kai and Jess, then I would say just go ahead and just go ahead and send a text message. Faith Fuel Bible Verses says, be prepared for a ton of upsells once you're in. Okay, so Faith Fuel Bible Verses. You ready for this? So Faith Fuel Bible Verses doesn't like the fact, apparently, that the moderators and I host two-day intensive boot camps that are 12 to 14 hours long on specific topics. He doesn't like that we hold 6-month-long, very intimate mentorship programs working with members directly, and doesn't like the fact that we hold 9-week accelerator programs to cover specific topics for members that want extra help. That person believes that we should either A, not have any of those things for the people that want them, or B, just not charge for that and just make it all free. So since that person believes that that is the way that business should be run, I would highly disagree with you on that. Okay. But I would like to see how many people here have made money from a boot camp, have made money from an accelerator program, have made money from a mentor program, have made money from the AI tool. Just go ahead and type the number 1 in chat right now if that's you. If you're happy that you were sold a boot camp, an accelerator, a mentor program, if you're happy because you guys made money with it, go ahead and type the number 1 inside of chat right now. So Faith Fuel and Bible Verses, my advice to you is to pay attention to how many people are going to tell you that you're dead wrong and your comment couldn't be anything further from off base that you've ever seen in your entire life. Because every single one of these people have made money from a boot camp. They've made money from what they learned working with a moderator for 6 months. They've made money from working with a moderator for 9 weeks in one of the accelerator programs. Ty made 300% today on 1 0 DTE option trade that she got by being part of the 0 DTE scalping program and using the new tool that we have that identifies trades there. RoboGeek, okay, attended 2 boot camps, has made money and would attend both of them again. Bellin makes money just from being inside the main chat room. Members ask for the extra help and they answer. That's very true. See, that's the thing, right? Members, guys, we have over 10,000 members. So you need to realize before you open your mouth and say something that you don't like, there's thousands upon thousands of other people that want these things. Members come to us and say, hey, this is what we would like for you guys to do. Adam and I say, okay, that sounds like that would be very helpful. Let's figure out a program. Let's figure out a package that we can give to our members to help them become successful. It's very simple. If you don't want to attend any of those things, don't. You don't need to. Everything on tgdoffer.com is included in your membership. But if you want extra, then go ahead and these things are available to you if you want them. Guys, go ahead and do me a favor. Answer the poll real quick that
Sure,
Adam just posted up there on YouTube. If you guys can go ahead and answer that poll. Aga Fox says, whatever this will cost you, you'll lose X times that if you could try to trade alone with no experience.
So real quick, I put up a poll that said, how much would you expect to pay for a 14-hour boot camp, right? So we got right now 350 people said that they would expect to pay, 350, 48%, 350, 22%, 500, 9%, 800, and 21%, or 22% now, over 1,000, right?
Mm-hmm.
So that is, 1 second. So that, that's what they would expect to pay, right? Fortunately for everyone else, and for members of True Trading Group, it's 9 times out of 10, it's less than $300.
Yeah, literally. For a 12-hour 2-day boot camp.
So if there's a topic you really want to learn and we put a 14-hour 2-day live interactive workshop together and charge you less than $300, and you have something to complain about, you're probably the problem. You may want to talk to Jesus, fun-fueled F-boy Bible, whatever his name is. Go and consult with the Lord. Get yourself right, because I have no doubts that you have no issues blowing 10 times that on a bad trade.
Exactly.
So, brother, you get what you pay for in this world, man. Only the wind blows free. So,
it's very true.
And
here's a comment too. I want to read this one. Check 317 says, "This is the best group I've joined. My account has grown from day one of my membership, and the boot camps have been very helpful."
Mm-hmm. So I just, and I love the fact that did you mute that person in the chat? No, so they just have nothing else to say.
Right, they have nothing else to say.
I love it, because what happens is these people have nothing else to say ever.
Yeah,
because they don't actually think that we're going to put it on the screen.
Right.
Here's Legacy Risk says, I've been sent to sales seminars that cost $5,000 for the weekend. Yeah, we don't do that. We're not going to do it for free because, I like money.
Yeah.
Mike likes money. This is a business. We have 30 employees. The mods that are here, they're not here out of the kindness of their heart to just, become your best friends and teach you because they're just so spiritual or whatever. The mods get paid a full salary to work for our company, and you want them to because they're paid a full salary. We can hold them accountable for their trades. They are required to give us their trading records, which we then make public daily. They trade live in front of you, and you never have to wonder, is this person giving me the good call or are they keeping it for themselves? Because it is literally what they are getting paid for.
Yep.
So, it's their weekend too.
You got to pay people for their time, man. I mean, 12
Yeah.
to 14 hours on a weekend, not to mention all the prep that it takes to put the presentation together. Why do you think us as members want to be here to support the team? We also want to help others by telling about our experience. We don't have to do this. Honestly, Team Meister, that's honestly what I find to be like. I took courses that are $6,000 a pop and you pay for one at a time attendance. Then you're on your own. Yeah, that's crazy. It's insane. But that's one of the things I think is the most impressive about True Trading Group and what we've been able to do is that the way that we have grown this community to over 10,000 members now has been all word of mouth. Like our members join, they have success, they tell others, right? Someone joins, they have success, they tell friends, family members, coworkers, then they join. And here, I'll just show you. Guys, do me a favor, type the number 3 if you've ever recommended True Trading Group to anybody. A friend, a family member, a coworker, a stranger. If you've ever recommended True Trading Group to somebody, type the number 3.
Yeah, Mike and I are not stupid. We understand that this business sucks.
Yeah, I understand.
We understand that, but that's why we did it, because it's hard. Because we had the concept that if you could actually build something real in this business the right way, not the perfect way, but the right way. It's not like you're never going to make mistakes. It's not like you're never going to, you're going to get everything right. But if you can do a damn good job and build a real community where people are actually benefiting and you base your business around the people that are benefiting, number one, those people will buy from you whatever you put in front of them as long as it continues to help them and as long as it's fair. That's how any business works. So I'm really proud of what we've built here.
Very.
I don't need to hide from the fact that we sell stuff. No, we sell the shit out of stuff. But people also do really well with it.
Right.
And
We're business.
It's also at a really fair price. And the value always exceeds what it is that you pay. So you really can't ask for more than that. I don't know.
Very true.
Do you think that person gives gives his church crap when they ask for the upsell of donating in the basket on Sunday?
Not at all.
You sure?
Definitely not.
But that's enough. Is that not? No?
I don't know.
It's God's time. All right, I'm just saying, you know. I
It's-
love the usernames. I love the like the super like integrity filled religious people that come in here. It's like, hey man, that's cool, you know? But my God doesn't judge. That's all I'm gonna say. Or, you know, others.
Well, that person probably left the live stream because they have.
I wish they would stay.
Probably feel silly.
No, I wish they would stay. Thank you, RLP. Yeah, brother, we try.
Nice. Look, see, RLP. I told you, I'm growing on you, man.
I think it was more my surprise email.
Yeah, that was pretty funny.
I thought it was funny. Dude, you're not on a mailing list now. We're not going to send you a bunch of emails and shit.
Yeah, no, Adam just did that himself.
Yeah. You're good.
Yeah. So yeah, guys, ttgoffer.com for those of you that were asking before. And then you've got the text us if you guys have any questions. And RLP, if you have any questions as you're going through stuff, you can always send a text message to the number at the bottom of the screen. It's 1-888-621-2127. Okay, so you guys can just text that number right there. All right.
Blessed Hot Mess says, send your feet pics to RLP. No, bro, don't do that. Don't.
Jared's asking if they can still sign up for Diane's boot camp tomorrow.
Where were you at today?
Well, the boot camp starts on Saturday, right? The boot camp is on Saturday, not tomorrow.
Michelle, you really send some random dude on YouTube feet pics? Your husband is part of this group.
No, she's saying she sent him your feet pics is what she's saying.
I don't have any feet pics.
She said, I just,
like an ongoing joke that like I have.
Yes, it's a joke. It's a joke. It's a true trading group community joke. If you're not a member, don't worry about it. It's not funny to you guys.
It's not gonna be
you don't get the joke.
Watch this. We're not gonna
you probably think we're weird and strange. I'll get back to stock stuff, I promise.
All right. I'm gonna go. I gotta sand my feet down and moisturize for the photo shoot.
Well, you gotta get ready. You got a VIP live tonight?
I do. So guys, tonight on onlyfans.com/chubby Jewish feet, that is where the live stream is for my feet this evening. We're going to be playing with sand. Kinetic sand.
That's nice. You're going to like crunkle it between your toes like this and pick it up and drop it?
Yeah, absolutely.
Good. That's going to be a good one. That's going to be a big hit.
I think, big step in.
Good for you. Good for
step.
You. Kai and Jess, make sure you send us that text message, okay? Kai and Jess, I want to make sure that we get you hooked up because, like I said, price will be more expensive in a couple of weeks. So 1-888-621.
I honestly believe that we can make a killing if we put hot Italian eyebrows, like onlyfans.com hot Italian eyebrows online.
Okay.
Or like Snooki brows.
That's too far. Too far. All right, I'm gonna go back to. I'm gonna go. Yeah, I'm gonna go back to stocks. All right, folks. So today was an important day for the markets. Now, what I think we really need to look for is I'm gonna give you guys a level. All right, that I really do feel we have to stay above tomorrow. I do. I really do feel like I'm gonna draw it out for you. Right here. So it's right around like 591-ish. I feel like you need a day tomorrow. Okay. You need a day tomorrow for the markets to just do that. Just do that. Right. But if we come in tomorrow morning and let's say the market's gapping down tomorrow morning to like 592 or 591.5, and very early in the morning, the market was to do something that looks like this, I think then you got to start gearing up for some short setups. So if you got a candle tomorrow that looks like that, then going into next week, I would expect this level to come into play again. And the integrity of this support level at 584, I think comes into question. And then I think that level would break. And if that level breaks, I told you guys my target would be this dark blue line. That's the 50-day moving average. and that's going to put you in like the high 570s. So I think that's kind of that's where we would head to next week if you get this gap down tomorrow. I think it's really important that you don't get this price action tomorrow. Okay. So I think it's really important you don't get price action that looks like this tomorrow. I really do think that we should hold above at least half of today's trading range and give you a candle that looks something like this. And then I'll be like, okay, now we're kind of solidified here, and we can maybe kind of sit here while we go through the Thanksgiving week. Next week is going to be, obviously it's a slower week, half day on Friday. Markets are closed on Thursday. And you might get a little bit of a lower volatility type of day over the course of the holiday, but the markets can just sit and consolidate in the 590s before eventually trying to break through 600 for the all-time high and a Santa Claus rally going into the end of the year. I think that's how the end of the year would play out if that were the case. I'm not sold yet that 584 level is no longer in jeopardy. I know today is exciting. You get this, you had the gap down today. We kind of pushed it back. We traded lower today. We then found our support. We pushed back. We closed nice and green today. NASDAQ, the Dow was really strong today. Financials were really strong today. Some healthcare names. Tech was weak as hell today. Amazon and Alphabet, those names are really, really weak today for their own reasons. But I think we got to stay above like that 591. Otherwise, I'd say that next week that level comes into play and you might get another pullback before eventually resetting to continue. And either way, I think the markets would move higher going into the end of the year for a Santa Claus rally. It's just a matter of where's that move going to come from? Is that move going to come from, do we have one more little pullback before we reset to move higher? Like we had this right here. So here was like one little pullback. And then is that it? Are we going to get the Santa Claus rally from there? Or do we have to trade down here first, then find our footing at this support before eventually bouncing back, right? That matters. So that's what I'm focused on when it comes to the overall market. Those are things that I'm going to be looking at. All right. So I think tomorrow's price action is going to be real important. We'll talk about it obviously tomorrow when we wake up, we see what the futures market overnight session did, and we'll go over with all of our members what the trade game plan is at that time. So that's the overall market. Now we'll move on over back to MicroStrategy, and we'll go over the game plan there. MicroStrategy is already bouncing. So I told you guys when we went live here, I said I think you get a bounce back on MicroStrategy tomorrow, and so far you're trading back to the upside. We held huge flush out today, but you found support right at 380. That's this previous pivot top here from earlier this month. It's also the 9 EMA on the daily chart. That's the light teal blue line you see on my screen. So you dropped right down into it, held support, and now you're bouncing. I do still expect Bitcoin to push higher. I do think Bitcoin is going to crack that 100K mark. What I'm going to look for is for MicroStrategy to do something that looks like this. Well, Bitcoin breaks 100K, but put in a lower high. I don't think MicroStrategy is going to get back to break through this high. I think you would put in a lower high, right? I think you would put in a lower high and then work your way back to the downside. Because eventually I think that Bitcoin is going to top out somewhere in the low 100K area. I think momentum will take you past 100, but not by much. Maybe you push through by a couple $1,000 and then pull back from there. And when that pullback happens off the 100K, I think MicroStrategy goes back to 280 to 300, somewhere in that area. Call it 300, give or take $10 or so. But I think that you would see a bigger pullback on MicroStrategy. And there's more meat on this bone. We drew a candle for you guys on yesterday's live stream, anticipating that big pullback candle. But I don't think that that's the end of it. I think that there's more meat on this bone. You have to bounce first. And then I think that next leg to the downside is going to be a bigger leg to the downside. Okay? So think about it. MicroStrategy went down today as much as it did with Bitcoin making a new all-time high. What do you think would happen if Bitcoin was to go from 102,000 to 88,000? What do you think would happen to MicroStrategy at that time? It's going to sell off. It's going to sell off. At least I think so. and I'm going to position myself for it, right? That's what we do. Okay. Anybody have any questions for me specifically? I mean, these were kind of the main factors today. Anybody? Any questions on MicroStrategy, on Bitcoin, or anything else? Now would be the time to ask. Yeah, I think you might not have a bigger candle, but you'll have a bigger down day. You guys got to remember, like MicroStrategy gapped up huge today and sold off. So yeah, I know we have this huge red candle, but percentage, I mean, it's still down 11.5%, which is still a big down day. But, I think you'll get a day where the stock is down like 25, 28%. And I think that is something that we're going to see here within the next, I don't know. I hate giving time frames because people like really hold your feet to the fire with it. But I'd say over the next couple of weeks, I think you get it. Maybe it might even happen next week because we're a stone throw away from that 100K mark on Bitcoin. Wow, Team Meister, great job. You got back in long at 375. Wow, that's sniper. That is a sniper entry, Team Meister. Great job. Did Citron short cause this? Yes and no. It definitely, I don't know, man. MicroStrategy was overheated to begin with. It was kind of like decoupling itself away from Bitcoin. The stock was going up too much in relation to the position that it holds in Bitcoin, and it just got way too overvalued. At some point, you're going to get profit taking kick in, and that's all that really happened today. Kerrisdale Capital, called the short on it yesterday. Citron called the short on it today. So yeah, some people are going to say, okay, well now people are shorting the stock. Maybe I'll take some profit. It is overvalued. It's had a huge run. I just think it just kind of got that profit taking underway. And once that happened, it decoupled from Bitcoin. And that's why, even though Bitcoin was moving higher, you still got MicroStrategy going to the downside. Like Bitcoin really pushed in the afternoon to new highs, going all the way to 99K, and MicroStrategy made new lows. So the exact opposite, right? There was no correlation today. So MicroStrategy is making new lows in the afternoon. Meanwhile, when you go and you take a look at Bitcoin was rallying in the afternoon, right? That's the opposite of what we've seen over the last 2 months. So that decoupling has started. I do think we bounce back though. I think this thing probably bounces back into like the mid 400s before eventually maybe topping out and starting to head back. Maybe the mid to high 400s before it starts heading back to the downside. Do I think a firm hits all-time highs by the end of the year? Not even close. Carl, not even close, brother. Not even close. I don't think you're going to see a firm get back to an all-time high for a very long time. Your all-time, and maybe you don't know, maybe you didn't realize, Carl, but the all-time high on a firm is $175. A firm right now is at $65. So I don't see there being any world that exists that a firm makes a new all-time high before the end of the year. Maybe you didn't realize that was the all-time high. It's that high. It's that far away. And that was put in place in 2021, but no way, brother. No worries, Carl. Carl, no worries, man. That's okay. That's okay. I assume you're long a firm and you're probably very hopeful, So you're probably very hopeful that that's going to happen, but I don't see it. I do think a firm could go higher. There's a nice short position on a firm that is getting squeezed out following their earnings and everything else. And, it's a really nice breakout trade. You had resistance at 52. You cleared 52. This is actually a good trade. If you guys caught my live stream Sunday night, this is one of my top trade ideas for the week. So every Sunday I'm on this live stream at like 6:30 in the afternoon or evening Eastern time. And I give you my top trade ideas for the week. And if you guys remember Sunday evening, and you can go back and look at it, it's on the YouTube channel. I gave you a firm long as one of my top trade ideas for the week as it's retested the 52 mark. And the 52 mark was resistance prior to, I'll show you if you guys missed it. So there's resistance at 52. We go back even further. Let me just turn my repeater on. There's resistance at 52. We go back even further. There's resistance at 52. And then prior to that, it was support. So you had support at 52, support at 50. Look at this. So see all this? Support at 52 back in 2021, support in 2022. It broke resistance in 22, resistance in 23, resistance in 24. You finally broke it, pulled back in, and that resistance now acts as support. And then you get the follow through. Right? Then you get the follow through. So that's why this was one of the top trade ideas of the week was the long there on a firm. Right? Nice. Ken Scott says, what's the outlook on snow? I have a position. I caught a nice move. I'm bullish on snow. I own snow in my long-term portfolio. 116.84 is the price. But yesterday's earnings, today's move higher was just beautiful, right? It was a beautiful gap up. It's the best day the stock's ever had as a public company, up 32.5% today. Huge blowout on their earnings. They talked about growing their revenue almost 30% next year. Some really exciting comments from the CEO. And for me, I'm bullish on Snowflake. It might take a breather after this big gap up. I wouldn't expect another massive move to the upside on Coinbase. For me, you've got a pretty big resistance level at 180. I think that's the short-term ceiling for the stock right now. Like if you had another green day tomorrow, I wouldn't expect all that much, maybe 180, and then that's the top, right? Short term. Okay. Short term. And then this becomes your new trading range. So what you'll see here is you used to have a huge support level in the mid 140s. You broke that. Then it became resistance. And now you have this yellow line, which is the 200-day moving average that lines up at that price. What I think you're going to start to see happen now is that Snowflake will probably trade inside of this. I know it's a wide range, but Snowflake's going to trade inside this range for a little while. Okay. And what I'm looking for now is for the 50-day moving average, which is the dark blue line on my screen. I'm looking for that to curl its way up now and eventually work its way to cross over the yellow line and give you a golden cross. So if you guys are looking for longs on Snowflake in your long-term portfolio, the closer you get to the mid 140s, the more I like the long. I am also going to be adding to my position, probably in the 150s. So I already own it from 116.84. I'm going to own this for probably the next decade, but that's where I'm looking to add to the position that I own in the long-term portfolio. Okay. So that's kind of my outlook there. From a trade wise, if you're looking for a short-term trade, I'd say watch out for that resistance up there around 180. And then if you get a pullback over the next couple of weeks, look for support in the mid to high 140s. And I think that's a spot for a swing trade long, but it's also a spot for a long-term portfolio grab. That's my opinion. Okay. Way to go. Jim's 91 goes, Mike, I sold my Snowflake swing today on the gap up. I had it for a couple of weeks after you talked about it in the room. Hell yes. Great job. Great job. I love it. M Trade is asking my thoughts on Enphase. I mean, it's a pretty low volume. I'm trying to move my screen so I can see my charts. My laptop is blocking my chart. 30 RSI, signal line crossover. You got a signal line crossover on the MACD, first time since October. Here's what I would say about Enphase. If Enphase can clear $66, you probably get a little bit of a bounce that can take you back to 75, I would say. So here's what I'm looking at, right? There's your previous support at 75, okay? There's that level at 75. You're forming a bear flag on the daily chart, but stock's down so much, sometimes you get these little dead cat bounces. And I think you've got a nice little minor level here. That 75 is a major level, but here's a minor level at 66. And you guys, you're getting a signal line crossover on the MACD. The MACD's been moving to the downside for the last 2 months with the signal line crossover. So first time that you're crossing to the upside, you might get a dead cat bounce, but I would wait for the 66 break, because if 66 breaks, then you can probably get an upside move into the 70s and you can capitalize on that. Other than that, I think it's a weak stock, so it's kind of tough trying to pick the bottom of it. But above 66, you might get a little bit more of a dead cat bounce, and you re-engage the short at 75. No, Cart. No, I don't think so. So Cart says, Mike, wouldn't energy demand from AI also boom solar stocks like it is nuclear? No, because solar energy is nowhere near powerful and abundant enough. The amount of energy that a nuclear reactor can produce for an AI operation, I don't actually know what the equivalent size solar farm would be. But I mean, you probably need a solar farm, the size of 10 football fields. It's just not strong enough. It's not abundant enough. It just doesn't make sense for the scale, that the amount of energy that's needed. See, solar power, the problem with solar is it's not very efficient. It's very difficult it's not scale is a problem. So I don't see it that way. I don't think that you're really ever going to see solar power being the main source for AI. So, but nuclear, totally different story. I love nuclear. We're very bullish on nuclear. We've made some really good money with the nuclear names: CCJ, URA, BWXT, right? VST, which is the stock that I just took profits on today as a new all-time high. That's another one that we've been long inside of True Trading Group. We also made really good money on NNE. We made really good money on OKLO. We made really good money on SMR. It's like we've traded all of these nuclear names and we've done really, really well with them. And I continue to be bullish on them. They're getting a little heated right now, but they've just made some recent, obviously some huge moves. But I don't see there being a linear kind of thing there with solar and nuclear as it relates to AI. I don't see that, no. All right, folks. That just kind of does it. That wraps things up here for me. I hope you guys enjoyed the stream. What I will tell you again is go to ttgoffer.com if you guys want to join the community full time. 747 for the whole year. There's no upsell for anything that's on that page. And you have the double your money back guarantee, which I don't think you need, but it's there for peace of mind. Our refund rate at True Trading Group is less than 2%, but nonetheless, the double your money back guarantee is right there in case you guys want to feel more comfortable about it. You just have to go through the courses, pass the quizzes, attend the study group. If you do those things and you're unable to make enough winning trades with us to equal the 747 at least one time, we'll give you not just back the 747, we'll give you back double. That's $1,494. You guys have any questions, text us. 1-888-621-2127. Just text that number. We'll answer any questions that you guys have. I'll see you all back in chat tomorrow morning. It's been a great week. We'll finish the week off strong. And subscribe to the channel if you guys haven't done so yet. Smash that like button and show some love. I'll see you guys tomorrow.